Ah, you thought I was only going to make one episode and not play the rest of the game. Of course I'm playing the rest of the game, and just like I've been doing with Battlefield 6, I've been playing this pretty much mostly on recordings, so I haven't started the next level. We will move on to the next level. And in this video, we will be playing through two of the levels, Pursuit and Shopping Spree. These are levels 2 and 3 in the game so far. This is my first time playing through them, so I will be giving my first thoughts on what those levels feel like, and we'll be going into the gameplay right after. For level 2, this is the ending for level 1, so level 1 ends a little bit abruptly, and then level 2 is basically what happens right after that. It is a very short level, it's very linear, but it does give you a few more routes to work with. But the one thing that really shines in this level in particular is the dialogue and the banter between Eli and SQL. The way that the lines are delivered, the way that the dialogue is written is just done really well. I enjoyed it, I was laughing at it while the level was going on. And I do like the idea of like SQL is trying to match the same kind of sass and the same kind of dialogue as Eli, but he just can't do it, and he doesn't have the patience for it. So he just gets mad, more and more mad as the level goes on. That was a cool dynamic, and it'll be cool to see that continue in the later levels between Eli and SQL, or Eli and anyone else that he runs into throughout the game. I think the second level would have been a better start to the game. You are still underpowered, you still don't have your suit, you still have to be very careful and cautious, etc, etc. And of course, you know, the map is linear, so you'll still get a lot of the same complaints as level 1. The enemies were better spaced out in the second level, in my opinion, with the exception of like one or two places. I don't think that would be a common trend because of level 3. But with the first and second level, I think the enemy density is a little much, and it can kind of put you in a spot where you're just stuck in a corner for a second, because there are just 4 enemies within 10 feet of each other. Good luck getting a kill on all of them or bypassing them because of how linear those two levels are, level 1 and level 2. That said, I only died like 3 times this entire session between both levels, pretty more or less. And I'm also playing the game on hard, so it's not like it's impossible or it's not like it's unfair. It kind of misses that flow because it wants to add all of those enemies there to punish you if you decide to go loud. But at the same time, all of the enemies are put in a spot where you can't really sneak around them. The second level, it does feel more like you're supposed to take it aggressive for most of it. It's a weird mix, it's a weird balance. At the very least, if you're trying to just speed through the game and just play it as fast as you can, and you're not really caring about the stealth elements, then the first and second levels are right up your alley, in my opinion. You may get a cheap death here and there because of all of the enemies that are in the same area, but besides that, it plays out real well. And even better if you decide to be a little bit quiet and use a suppressor on your sidearm. Now moving on to level 3, this is the level that everyone has been praising the game for in terms of where it should have started, and to an extent I agree. Level 3 opens up, it's an open level, unlike the first 2 levels, so you don't have to go through the one route or the main route. You can go left, you can go right, work your way around and play it in whichever side you want. That being said, the dialogue for this level, in terms of what Eli is saying, is kind of tracked on the main path. So if you don't follow the main path and trigger those dialogues, you might miss out on a little extra dialogue, a little extra flavor for that level. The thing with level 3 though is that there is no SQL, there is no looming threat, or anyone that Eli is really talking to directly. And that's fine, that doesn't need to happen in every single level, you know, but I do kind of miss that. Just that little bit of like a little back and forth of I know where you are, I know where you're going, something along those lines. It doesn't have to last the entire level, that's just a little nitpick of mine. You're not going to miss much from the dialogue. All of the important dialogue that does need to be there in level 3 is triggered based on what you interact with. So long as you interact with what you need to, you will still get what you need to finish that level. But yeah, I do like how it's large, how it's kind of open-ended in terms of how you decide to take on the level. And unlike the other 2 levels, the AI is very spaced out, so it's not like you go from one AI to a drone, to a motion sensor, to a camera, to another AI. Everything is kind of spaced out, So if you go the obvious path, you are going to run into a lot of obstacles. If you take your time and find a different route, you're only going to go up against like one watchtower, one guard, one camera, and then you're kind of free for like another until you get to like a door or a stairwell or something else. It is a lot of fun to run around the map, and especially once you figure out where everything is at, it becomes a lot easier to just like burn through the level. And the other thing is that this level does require like a sequence of events if you decide to play it as it wants you to. But once you know what you need to do, you can skip like 2/3 of the level, 2/3 of the objectives, get to the one thing that you needed, which is in this case is your suit, and then you can kind of just bug out. You don't have to stay there and do everything to do that. The main goal of that level is to get your suit. If you know how to do that without getting into the other two obstacles or the other two objectives, you can go right on ahead and do so and leave the mission early. So I do like that touch, because especially in games that this game is kind of referring to, you know, in the mid 2000s and early 2010s, you couldn't do that. Most games, if they gave you 3 objectives, you had to do all 3 objectives, and you had to do all 3 objectives in that order in order to finish the level. In this game, at least for level 3, all you have to do is the one main thing. If you know how to do it without going to the other 2 objectives, you can just do it, get it done, and leave the level. Great thinking on their part. Whether that's a happy accident, whether that was intentional, I don't really know. I don't really care. It's just great that it works that way. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the game, how you're feeling about it. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe. Share the video around, because YouTube is not doing that for me as of late. So any help is greatly appreciated. Until then, I'm Mr. Rain, and enjoy. The first level, I took it pretty slow, pretty stealthily. May not be the case this level, we'll see.
So, seems he's already gotten off the building. We already have the streets covered. Every angle. He's not down there. From a rat to a rabbit. We'll head him off. Time to get ahead of this.
Can't lie, that was a really well done cutscene. That looks so cool. You would think it would look corny, and it kind of does, but it also just works. That's I mean, I think that's the highest praise you can ask for, you know? I am still gonna look around, so I'll cut to like when I actually start the level. No, look what I found. I also found a stash. Okay, no one's going that way. Someone is now. I'm so scared of being flanked, man. Give me a gun, thank you.
Talon, I hope you don't feel like we're doing too much for you out there. I mean, I just got a job to do, you know? You ain't special.
In my opinion, I think you're not doing enough.
How's about we make a bet, Rabbit? You die. Sounds pretty fun, huh?
And otherwise?
You don't have to worry about otherwise.
was about to say, I swear I'm hearing footsteps. Okay. And I do think this is the episode where we kind of take a little bit of our aggression out from what happened last episode, last mission. Oh, look at this. Earl J. Plant. No preference. 1 day more. Drina, a popular drug amongst the underbelly of New Houston's ilk.
Where the fuck are you, Rabbit?
You just said you wanted to chase.
Yeah, change of plans. Found your little stash out on the streets.
Oh, damn you.
Play cool all you want, Jack.
I see this. Can I interact with it? Oh. There we go. Collectible.
You sound confident. But we both know you've been lucky here. Slipping through cracks. I mean, your tech's gone. Just walking into fire already.
Definitely took balls to mock an accountant in the middle of losing half his men. I could respect his gumption. A little.
So many footsteps. Don't you dare turn around, I swear. Got a new gun? Oh, it's a sniper. Okay, hold on.
Accountant sighted!
I was not expecting to zoom to be that magnified. Whoops. Jeez. Okay. I tried stealth. I don't think I'm gonna stealth anymore.
Into the fire already.
Definitely took balls to mock an accountant in the middle of losing half his men. I could respect his gumption. A little.
Listen, Sting. We'll make it quick, I promise.
And they're just pre-firing. Oh.
How ironic. Another messy method. Seems even your threats are incompetent.
You cunt.
Man. There's just so much sway. There's so much aim sway on that sniper.
Slithered his way to us, man.
Takes care of that. Someone else is nearby. Come on. We already did this bit. There you go. I was gonna say, we already did this bit last mission. Don't make me do it again.
How's it this hard to put down one man? He ain't even in armor. Come on!
Oh, you're okay. Okay. Look both ways before you leap. He's above me. Okay. Oh, let's make him panic. Nah, there's gotta be some... I gotta get to that room. Hold on. Think you're clever getting in here? Yes, I do. Hey, look at that. A stash just underneath that room. With two attachments. Oh.
Shit. Gonna have to jump again.
Did you idiots let him slip? You slag-ridden shitbag! Talon! Don't you run from me!
We did it.
Round and round. The answers on who kicked off my red listing would have to wait a little while. I'd need my gear. My suit. So that was where I was headed next.
Cool, cool. That was a very fun level. It was. Like I said, I was going to take it a little more aggressive. I think to try to show that I did. So, because that was a short level, we're just going to roll right into the next one.
But no one is safe from an accountant.
Oh, I didn't think that was going to 180. Oh, come on. No way. I'm reloading that. No. No. I'm reloading that. 3 seconds before it turns, huh? Here we go.
Fane's men must have swung by and hit stashes they knew about. Now that, or another accountant was around recently. I need to be careful.
So I'm gonna go this way. See if I can anyways. How far this way can I go? Does this only go left and right? It better. It doesn't. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, these motion sensors are going to be a pain. Got it. Actually, might be able to get the 75-meter kill here. I don't know if this is 75 meters or not. Apparently not. Holy. I didn't even hear him. Let's see that tower. See 2 towers. See 3 towers. This has got to be the level where you can get a 75-meter kill. It's got to be. That didn't hit. That one looked like it hit. This song's a vibe though. Civilians. There are a few civilians around New Houston. Aim at them, stop where they are, and kneel down, allowing you to subdue them. Got it. This is a massive level compared to the other two. Oh, he did live. Crap. Crud. 57. Okay, from here to there is 57 apparently. Ooh, I got a suppressor. Is that for this? Yes, it is. There we go.
stash should be out here somewhere.
Found it. Just gotta wait for this drone to buzz off. Looks like he is.
Untouched. Best news all night.
Cool. Alright, what was this tower hiding? Wow. Wow, the furthest one. And it's just hiding a health pin. Okay. I think that was a kill. I take it this is the escape route. Had a feeling I was playing this a little bit backwards, but you know. I like to explore. Let me get to this tower first, hold on.
Please, I'm unarmed. Oh God. Please help! Somebody! Please help!
Building A. Reckon that's still a security office. It'll definitely be the most secure spot here.
Weird. All right. God. Happy now?
You happy if you stayed quiet? Okay, and we're back to the front. Got it. This level is huge, man. Trying to wrap my head around it. Okay, good to see where the power is.
Vince. That might be a solid way to slink around.
Oh. All under control. Okay, and this is where we can actually collect it, but this was in the first level. You got it. Oh, there's a civvy there too, okay.
External storage A.
Help, we got trouble. Okay, I'm not dying. Easy, I'll move.
Should be mostly free and clear. There are a few guards left here and there, but mainly just cameras I have to avoid. Oh, there's someone back here. There he is.
It's a bit odd they're storing plastics here. I suppose no cop's gonna just waltz in here and check, though.
There are people locked in here. Okay. Hit.
There's the gear. I guess I'm dropping in.
Okay.
It's not my gear, but at least it's something.
Ooh, we actually got a rifle now. Nice. What attachments I got for it? Got a suppressor. Got a laser. Should be good to go. Certain doors around the world have keypads so the player can interact with. Your own your known core codes are stored on the right side of your screen. Okay. To make a turn.
That's the code for the admin door.
2042. That's funny. Yeah, for those who don't know the reference, Battlefield 2042. I'm pretty sure that's what it's referencing. I'm like 99.9% positive.
I give up. Don't rough me up. I'm moving.
You'll be fine, Big Fry. I know that voice. Well, good news is I already went through this building, so there shouldn't be anything else to worry about, or anyone else to worry about other than the cameras. Give me this prompt. Thank you. C42. This taskbar is a crime. Why is everything on the right and not on the left? Tanner was angle tank. Oh, the suit's in here.
Back home, where it should be. Did any of you weirdos futz with my signal? Huh. Got a message. Have to check that later.
Hey, that should pretty much be the level. And like 90%, 99% of everything that I could find. At least on the first go around. Yeah, no, this was a fun mission. It was a little intimidating with the drones. This is the only guy I would like to kill. Thank you. I should be home clear unless they spawn more characters. They did. And that's the level.
Luckily, I knew just the right mark.
That was a very fun mission. Like I said, it was a little overwhelming just because you have drones for the first time. You still don't quite have suppressors yet. And the motion sensors at first were very annoying, but once you understand how they work, they're not really a problem at all. So that was a lot of fun. It felt like it took an hour. Apparently only took 45 minutes or 46 minutes. So I can definitely see people saying that this was like their favorite level, or like this is where the game really starts to shine. That'll be it for this episode, and I can't wait to get into the next level. See you then.